Taking a look at the closing grain and livestock numbers of the day here on the Red River Farm Network. I'm Jamie Dickerman, joined for analysis by Brian Hoops from Midwest Market Solutions. And Brian, taking a look at these markets today, we did see some mixed trade going on here. We saw the soybeans especially kind of leading the way, corn up a little bit. Wheat couldn't quite shake the negativity there for the most part today.
Right, and I think most people would have expected wheat would actually be the upside leader, maybe because of the poor crop that we have. Crop conditions continue to decline now at the lowest level since May of 1989, and yet wheat's trended lower every day this week and can't break that trend. So we're seeing maybe a little bit of harvest activity, and I don't know that that's really enough to say we have harvest pressure that's limiting our advance. But it does seem like we've maybe pushed the button far enough on the fund buying that they're not interested in buying any more contracts right at this point in time. They're kind of content to let this market set back here, and it is pulling back into some good support. So there may not be a lot of downside risk any further in wheat, but until we get maybe a little bit more harvest activity behind us, we may not see a lot of upside potential in that market either. But corn, soybeans, seeing a nice bounce in here, more technical than anything. I think as we were oversold, overextended, with soybeans showing the most strength, and a lot of that's coming in the bean oil market, which is getting a little support from crude oil, but those biofuels is certainly a supportive feature, and it doesn't seem like we've run out of any buyers regarding the biofuels story so far this year.
Over in the livestock market today, negative across the board here.
Yeah, kind of ugly all the way across the board. Boxes yesterday in the cattle market were mixed, and at noon today they were both lower, so putting some pressure against the cattle market without any cash trade yet. There was some packer inquiries maybe around the 254 to 256 range earlier this morning in central Nebraska, which would be down a couple dollars from last week's trade. And those were passed by the trade here. And just looking ahead to waiting for some cash trade to develop. Thought maybe we'd see some today. Maybe we will this afternoon, but it looks like it's going to be a Friday late week standoff in this cash market. And hopefully we see some strength in the markets in here, and with the futures markets moving off of their earlier lows earlier this week.